Walking circles in a nowhere town. Feet on the ground, but my head's spun around. Every signpost blank, every map torn apart. I'm chasing shadows in a question mark. But the trees start to whisper, leaves start to glow. I don't know where I'm going, but I know where to go. To be enchanted, cottage with a candle, soft as you can shuffle cards while the clocks don't walk. She's a Gemini, got that split screen vibe when she reads my face. It feels so alive. Enchanted, cottage with a candle, soft as you can shuffle cards while the clocks don't walk. She's a Gemini, got that split screen vibe when she reads my face. It feels so alive. Enchanted cottage. Oh, 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 oh. Enchanted cottage. Oh, 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 oh. Her door creaks like a haunted tomb. Incense thicker than the smoke of the moon. She pulls 3 cards and a sly little grin. Says, baby, clarity ain't a thing you win. But the stars start to shimmer, the air starts to hum. She says, the answers you're seeking are already begun. With a candle, talk as you can with shuffles cards while the clocks don't walk. She's a Gemini, got the split screen right when she reads my face. It feels so alive. Enchanted cottage with a candle, talk as you can with shuffles cards while the clocks don't walk. She's a Gemini, got the split screen right when she reads my face. It feels so alive. Enchanted cottage.
Hey y'all, what's up? Hey Cupcake. Hey Marcus, how you doing? Welcome in everybody. Guess what? We are absolutely, I just realized about 10 minutes ago that my quantities were screwed up on my website for booking mini reads. And so I think maybe some of you guys tried to book and it showed out of stock. So they are fixed now, I do believe. So if you would like to book a mini reading, we can definitely do so. Thank you, user. How you doing? Good to see you. Your name is Ty? Okay. Good to see you, Ty. How you doing? But since we are, kind of betwixt and between, I'm going to pull a collective reading for everyone. We're going to pull a collective love reading. Collective love. Collective romance. Collective romance. Let me timestamp for the collective. Here we go. We're going to pull for the collective. What does my collective need to know about romance today? What does my collective need to know about romance today? What does the collective need to know about romance? What does the collective need to know about romance? What does the collective need to know about romance? What do my folks watching need to know about love and romance? Love and romance. Give me a love or romance message for whoever is watching now or in the future. Hey, Infinite, how you doing? Give me a collective message for anyone who is watching now or in the future. Let's see what we got. Hey, Delaney, how you doing, beautiful? Good to see your beautiful self. All right, here we go. Here's collective. What do my folks need to know about romance? What does everybody need to know about romance? Here we go. Romance. 2 of Wands in the reverse. 5 of Cups. Oh my goodness. 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. I am picking up on a storyline from someone who feels definitely heartbroken, disappointed with the 5 of Cups. I kind of feel like whoever I've picked up on today, your world has turned upside down with the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. You kind of feel like you've lost everything. And you don't know which direction to go in with the 2 of Wands here in the reverse. You're like, yeah, I've got options, but I really don't like any of the options before me. I don't really like any of my choices here. I'm just not happy. 5 of Cups here. You may be shedding tears and again feel this major sense of loss with the 10 of Pentacles. And I feel like this could be with love. You may be missing someone. You may be missing someone. Reminiscing about someone. So let's drill down. What are your options here with the 2 of Wands? What are your options? How to move forward. What are your options? Tell me the Two of Wands. Give me some advice around that. Give me some advice for whoever this is for. Give me some advice for whoever this is for. Give me some advice for whoever this is for. Give me some advice for whoever this is for. Two of Wands in the reverse. Tell me what they need to know. Tell me what they need to know. Tell me more about this person or this situation. I think you feel between a rock and a hard place. Whoever I'm reading for. Two of Wands in reverse. Ace of Cups. Okay. Strength card. Wheel of Fortune. All right. Let's talk about this. Right now, the best thing you can do is represented right here. Focus on self-love. Focus on you. Filling up your own cup. Pouring into yourself. Building yourself back up. Building yourself back up. That's the best way to get your energy and the energetic vibration around you going in a better direction, is to take a step back and focus on yourself. Go inside. Okay, this is all about loving yourself, honoring yourself, nurturing yourself, allowing yourself to feel the feelings, but not staying there. All right. You know, taking the time and saying, you know what, I'm going to do the shadow work to heal from this. I'm going to invest in myself because I'm worth it. I deserve a better shot at life. I deserve to have the Wheel of Fortune turn in my direction for a change. And so I am going to invest in myself. I'm going to take some time and I'm going to do the work and I'm going to focus on me and I'm going to get my groove back. I'm going to get my groove back. That I can control. I can't control what's going on around me. I can't control what other people do. They may, I may have my heart broken, but at the same time, I can work on myself. That's the one thing you can absolutely focus on. And that's what I'm picking up today for somebody. So I definitely feel like you're going to see some shakeups, okay? People that you thought were your friends, you may find out they're not. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. As you continue to work on yourself and you rise, friends and others are going to fall by the wayside. That's how it works, okay? And sometimes you're going to realize the people that you thought were your friends, they're not really who you thought they were anyway. They're not your friends, but it's all about working on your self-esteem, valuing yourself, your dignity, your self-respect, getting your groove back once and for all right? Getting your groove back once and for all, working on your self-esteem, your confidence, learning when to give a fuck and when not to give a fuck. By the way, it's pretty rare that you need to give a fuck. I'm just going to be real. Okay. I'm just going to be real. Queen of Wands. All right. That's about a level up. And I will tell you, many times the Queen of Wands is associated with good physical looks. I'm going to tell you, the best physical glow up I've ever had was a result of shadow work. Stress, trauma, it shows on your face, it shows in your looks, it shows in your vibe versus the opposite. If you could see pictures of me from 8 and 10 years ago, and several of you guys know this, you've seen that, you would see a marked difference. I look so much younger now than I did 8, 9, 10 years ago. And it's the work. It's the inner work. Flat out. Hey, CJ, how you been? Good to see you. How y'all doing today? We were going to do mini reads, and I had a glitch on my website where it was showing that they were sold out. So I didn't have any bookings, and I didn't realize it until about 10 minutes before I went live, so I had to go fix it. But at any rate, I think I had set it up, and then everybody may have tried to book, and then boom, there it was. But anyway, I said, well, I'll go live, and if nobody books, I'll just do some collective readings. Hey, Karma Chaos, how you doing? All right, so let's specifically see if we see anything new coming in for you guys. New romance. New romance. New romance. What do folks watching me now or in the future need to know about new romance? New romance. New romance. Hold on. This is an interesting reading, and I know why it's here. I know what this is saying. I know what this is saying. Tower and the Queen of Cups. That's seemingly a contradiction. But I know why it's here, and it came out in that order. I absolutely know what that's trying to say. I absolutely know what that's trying to say. Tell me more. Tell me more. Tell me more about new romance. Tell me more about new romance. Okay, listen. That tower. Let's talk about the tower. The tower is not pleasant, period. It's not pleasant. It's one of the hardest tarot cards in the deck. Okay. And the tower is a misunderstood card. So let's talk about that tower experience that I feel like a lot of people have had, or maybe in the midst of. Okay. The tower is when you lose everything. Okay. That is the total loss, total destruction of what you thought was an amazing relationship, more than likely, because we're talking about love here. Okay. While the tower is unpleasant, it is so necessary. And here's why: because the tower exposes truth. It is that we have built something on sand, right? On shifting sand, on lies, on something unstable, all right? And this literal meaning is the toppling down of something built on false beliefs. Okay, so it has to go. So, in spite of the fact that towers can be super hard to go through, it's divine intervention, and it's literally the divine snatching the thing out of your life that needs to go because it's not for you. It is the catalyst to bring about healing and balance and to show you who you are, what you are, to make you do the inner work, the shadow work, the subconscious. It exposes that which was hidden. And sometimes we hide those things from ourselves, right? And that paves the way for this healthy love. Something new, something healthy, someone mature, somebody nurturing, somebody emotionally intelligent, emotionally mature, all of those sorts of things, okay? That's what it paves the way for. So, towers, I'm not even going to lie to you. The biggest tower in my life, it was one of the hardest times in my life. And I wouldn't want to have to go through it again, but at the same time, it's the reason that I'm having my best life right now. And it's real easy to say that on the other side of it, but in the throes of it, it was a special hell. So I get it, but you've got to realize that even though the towers hurt, and it's okay to hurt, it's okay to cry, it's okay to hurt, it's okay to mourn the loss, okay? But at the same time, we have to accept that, you know what? This is paving the way for me to live a better life. I may not see this now, and I didn't. Oh my God, I had no idea. Like, my life is so far better right now than 10 years ago I ever thought it could be. I had no idea, okay, what I was being prepared for, okay? And you wouldn't either, but that's why it's important to not fight the tower, but embrace the tower because it is tough love. It is tough love. And it's hard, but it's needed. Many times towers come, after we have, you know, had experiences that we've not listened and learned lessons for, and that was my story. Okay. Uh, you know, and so the tower kind of gives you no choice. It takes you to rock bottom where you've got nothing you can do except pick up the pieces. You start from nothing. I literally felt like I rebuilt myself. And I think that's true. I used to say that long before I understood spiritually what I was saying, but it was absolutely true. I literally rebuilt my whole self. And I really didn't rebuild myself, I kind of found myself by doing the inner work. So that's what this is. And that's what this is paving the way for. Healthy love, abundance, happiness, balance. But yes, thank goodness it didn't work out. Exactly. Exactly. So that's what I see about new love. I see a lot of you guys going through it right now, but you're absolutely being prepared for the best, the absolute best. All right. The absolute best. Let's look at past energy for the hell of it. Let's look at past energy for the collective. Past energy for the collective. Past energy for the collective, please. Past energy for the collective. Past energy for the collective. Past energy for the collective, please. Past energy for the collective. What about the past person? 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 Let's take a look. What about the past person, please? What about the past person? What's going on with the past person for those that are listening now or in the future? Let's take a look. Past person. What about the past person? The past person is fixated on you. All right. They're kind of honed in on you, maybe a little bit hyper focused on you. They may be watching you. For some reason, this person is hoping. Yes, exactly, Karma Chaos. You are absolutely right. Unfinished business. Yeah, they're very focused on you. They're not over you, and kind of wondering if there's a future for you guys with the star card here. Unfinished business. King of Wands. Some of you, this person may have fire in their chart or fixed energy. All right. Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, and Scorpio, or the fixed signs. Right. Okay. They're admiring you. Queen of Pentacles, they're admiring you, maybe admiring your success. Maybe you've had a glow up financially or otherwise. You've definitely been healing. You've definitely been healing. And yeah, you've been working on yourself. Eight of Pentacles, and they see it. You got you. They've noticed. They see. They've noticed and they see. Nine of Wands here in the reverse strength. So they're holding back from reaching out. Okay. They kind of feel like it might be a waste of time. But you know what's interesting, collective? At the same time, they kind of daydream about a future with you. They're triggered by your success. So it's kind of a twofold thing. They're triggered by your success. Yeah, they are triggered by your success. I'm picking that up strong. They are triggered by your success. They feel like you've definitely had a glow up and like you've got these solid boundaries and self respect and whatever. I saw you, Marcia. I got you, love bug. I think they're going to try to get back into your life. Magician card, Ten of Wands. Okay. I think they are. I think they are. This is their tower. Believe it or not, this is their tower. Your success and your glow up is their tower. I do get communication coming. Yeah, Hermit reverse. They're going to pop up. And I do see them offering you something. The problem is, I don't know that it's lasting. I think this person still has the same issues around abandonment. That could mean they're a runner or something of that nature. So I see them offering you something huge and then bailing. That's what I got. So kind of a repeating pattern. Some of you guys, Virgo, Taurus, Libra, Leo, Virgo, Gemini. And then we have Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo. That's what I got. That's what I got on the past person. All right. Let's switch over and read for you, Marcia. How you doing today, Marcia? Good to see you. I'm going to go ahead and read for you, my love. Let's see. Hang on one second. That is absolutely true. That is absolutely true. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Yeah, you don't abandon people you love. You abandon people you're using. There you go, y'all. There you go. All right, Ms. Marshall, let's see what's going on with you. Let me timestamp for Marcia. All right, so Marcia says, Marcia is a Pisces. New romance. Will we get married in 2026? Let's see what's up for you, Ms. Marcia. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Marcia is a Pisces, by the way. So, Marcia, you just had a birthday. Happy belated birthday to you. All right, tell me about the future energies between Marcia and this new person. Tell me about the future. How is this going to go between Marcia and this person, the rest of 2026? Marcia and this person. Marcia the Pisces and the new romance. How do we see things going for 2026 for these two? How do we see things going for Marcia and this person? How do we see things going for Marcia and this person for the rest of 2026? How do we see this for Marcia and this person? How do we see this for Marcia and this person for the rest of 2026? For the rest of 2026 for Marcia and her new love. What do we see happening between these two? Don't know. 2026 has got some ups and downs to it for you two. I do see you guys being committed to each other now and in the immediate future with the Seven of Cups here in the reverse, but there's some drama, Five of Wands and the Four of Swords, and it causes you guys to go up in your head and rethink things with the Nine of Swords. So I kind of feel like that there is some drama that's going to cause you guys to want to take a break. I don't know if that's permanent or not, but it definitely throws a monkey wrench in things. There's some drama, and it could be around, hey, Elizabeth, it could be family or friends or something. What is this drama about? Nine of Swords. What is the drama about? What is the drama about with the Five of Wands here? What's the drama about between these two? What's the drama about? You may be feeling like you have to compete for this person's attention. It could be that. This person may flirt with other people, possibly, and trigger some of your fears with the Nine of Swords here. Let's see. Yeah, Page of Pentacles here in the reverse. Hierophant in the reverse. Nine of Wands in the reverse. Here's what I get. There may be some issues with friends or family, all right, with drama. It's possible that this person has people around them that they say are friends, and they may be more than that. Okay, there may be some emotional cheating even. And I think you pick up on that, and I think you confront that. And when you do, there's drama, and this person reacts. They don't like that, and they kind of throw their hands up with the Nine of Wands here in the reverse. The Hierophant is here in the reverse. I think this person has an aversion to marriage. I do feel that. No, it's not a past person, Marcia. It's your current person. It's your current person. I'll try a different deck, hon, but the cards are going to go with what I specified. Okay, this is your current person, and this is predictive. Okay, and if your past person did this and you didn't do any shadow work, then yes, it would absolutely repeat. So if you experienced this in the past and you haven't done any shadow work or a lot of shadow work, then yeah, this would be that would make it all the more accurate, because you repeat the same experiences until you learn the lesson. But I'll change decks. I'll change decks. I'll change decks for you. I'll change decks. I have no problem with that. But that's how energy works. And that's why we repeat experiences. All right. Give me the future for 2026 for Marcia and the new person. What is the new person's zodiac sign? We'll even specify that. I've got yours, Marcia. Pisces. What's your new person's zodiac sign? Give me the future energies between Marcia and the new person that she is dealing with. Give me the future energies. Look, the devil card just came out. Trauma bond. New person from church. Okay. And it's a trauma bond. It's a trauma bond. All right. Give me the energies going forward between Marcia and this new person from church. Going forward, the rest of 2026. That's fine. The new person from church going forward. The new person from church and Marcia the Pisces going forward. The new person from church going forward between Marcia the Pisces and this new person. Nine of Cups in the reverse, Knight of Wands, the Justice card, Knight of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Okay, so what I'm getting from here is this person is fickle. All right, the Nine of Cups in reverse is fickle, especially when you have the Knight of Wands right next to it. That is a very chaotic and unstable energy, very sexual in nature, sometimes playboy, playgirl. The Justice card, I think this person would be in and out and then apologize and then come back around again and be stable for a little bit and then ultimately waste your time and ultimately be a lesson and not a lifetime. All right. It's a trauma bond. And the reason is because you're in the energetic vibration of the person who did this to you in the past. It's not the past person, baby, that's popping up. It's your own energy repeating itself. It's not the past person, Marcia. I don't know what part of that you're not getting, but okay. Yeah, I feel like I'm talking to a brick wall right now. You can discount what I'm saying all you want to, but this is what's going to happen between you and this person. And you can take that to the bank. I get that you stopped talking to him. It's not the person, baby. It's the energy that you keep attracting and choosing. That's what it is. You're in that same energetic vibration because you've not done any work on yourself between when you dealt with that past person and you're trying to start something new. Exactly. Yes. But you've got to do the inner work to change your energetic vibration, or you'll keep having the same experience. That's why often people get on a relationship hamster wheel of relationship failure after relationship failure after relationship failure. Yeah. Okay, good. I'm glad you got that. I'm glad you understand. That's what's up. But yeah, so that's what I got. That's what I got, love. Yeah. Otherwise, you have to be in a good position to offer somebody a good relationship to have one. Otherwise, you're gonna choose people who are not in a good position either. And it's going to be what I saw, a trauma bond. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh Lord. Anyway. Well, stopping sleeping with someone and cutting communication is not work. That's just action that you took, but that's not the work. And my cards are saying that you haven't done the work, the inner work, the shadow work. That's where you spend time and you actually do the mechanics of shadow work. But okay. Yeah, CJ, you get the truth whether or not you like it. But I've got some serious abandonment wounds, Marcia, that you've not dealt with. That I did pick that up. Or fears of being alone. Also fears of not being good enough, fears of not being chosen. Well, hey Cheryl, you are not late. You are right on time. You are right on time. Okay. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I know, Green Eyed Devil. Oh, okay, Cheryl. That works. That absolutely works. We may do some collective readings for sure. Again, I did a few at the beginning. I may do some more. We'll see. Anyway, yeah. But I mean, I've done the same thing, Green Eyed Devil. I've done the same thing. So some people just, they are where they are in their journey. You gotta let people be on their journey. I would say this: if you're a fundamental Christian, why the hell are you watching tarot, Marcia? You can't have your foot in tarot and in the church. It ain't gonna work for you, hon. I'm just saying. Because basically, the Bible says that I should be burned. So I'm just saying. But you do you, baby. You do you, for sure. All right, D, I got you. D just booked. And then also, let's see here. And then Cheryl, you're after D. I got you, Cheryl. Yeah, it is. Because if I put my hands in God, then it's his fault whenever things don't go well, or it was his fault. It was his will for me to have a shitty life, which is absolute bullshit. But, you know, we all got to learn on our own time. All right. D is a Cancer. Okay, so you've paid for you you ask a question, D, but you paid for one card advice. Okay, so we're going to give you some advice now. If you want to ask the question that you posted here, you can, but you would have to pay the difference. Okay, so I can pull you some one card advice. Just let me know. It's up to you. But we don't, there's, and it says this on there, there's no specific questions there or topics that you can specify for one card advice. Okay, whatever comes out, comes out. That's how that is. That's why there's, the pricing is like it is. No, you're not trusting the Lord if you're going to a tarot reader. You're not. You're just, you know, grasping at straws. One card. Okay. Hey, Christy, how you doing, beautiful? There's my little Capricorn friend. All right. Let's pull D, the Cancer, some advice, please. Give me some advice for D, the Cancer. What does D, the Cancer, need to know? 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 D, I feel like you are feeling jaded or tired. Your energy is depleted. I think your energy is depleted. And I can kind of feel like it's time for you to do some self care, working on yourself. Yes, Four of Swords. Some time to work on yourself, get caught up in your rest, pay attention to your health, mental, physical, spiritual. It's time to really nurture yourself and get caught up on your rest. That is going to be the key to things opening back up. You may feel like you're kind of at a stalemate right now in life. I feel like the doors here are going to open, but I feel like you've got to get some balance in your life and make sure that you're spending enough time taking care of your physical health, getting enough rest, self care, doing some things in nature, taking care of your spiritual needs, as well as mental health. Okay, all of those things are coming into play. I'm getting that you're feeling tired and drained, literally, emotionally spent. I think that if you'll take a break and focus on yourself and get caught up on your rest, do some things to nurture yourself, I feel like things will pick back up in your life and you'll have clarity. You'll definitely feel more confident, more capable, and more whatever it is I'm trying to say. Right. That's what I got, love. That's what I got. I hope that helped you. I hope that helps you. Hey Cheryl, you paid me for two. You paid me for two, love bug. Oh, did you put it in the chat and I missed it? Okay, good. Good. I hope that does help. I hope that does help. Thank you, Dee, by the way. Thank you, thank you. So Cheryl, what you don't see coming, we can look at that, but also you paid for two questions. You paid for two questions, Cheryl, so I'll definitely do what you don't see coming, but do you have a second? What's your second question? Love bug. So I have to go by your name that you use when you book. Okay. Unfortunately, Dee, if you want to be confidential, that's why we have the personal tarot readings that are pre-recorded. Those are confidential, but we don't do confidential or anonymity. I can't because it just, it moves too fast. So I can't, that's the whole reason that many readings are discounted so much because you don't get confidentiality and da 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 da, right? So I would just say if you want to be confidential, you certainly can by booking a regular personal private tarot reading. And that's covered actually in the instructions. You may have missed that whenever you clicked that you had read them. You may have forgotten that part. You're fine, Cheryl. You're fine. What number day am I having today? Hmm. Okay. Let's take a look. All right. I may do new love first and then do what you don't see coming, Cheryl. How about that? let's do that. All right, let's see what we got, Miss Cheryl. What about new love? Cheryl, remind me of your, I know you've told me this before, but remind me of your zodiac sign again. I don't have to have it, but it helps. Tell me about new love. Is there new love coming toward Cheryl? Is there new love? Okay, good. Is there new love coming towards Cheryl? Is there new love going towards Cheryl? New love coming towards Cheryl. New love coming towards Cheryl. Sag. Okay, I remember now. All right. New love coming towards Cheryl. Cheryl the Sagittarius. What do we have new around her, if anything? What can you tell me about new love? For Cheryl, what can you tell me about new love? What can you tell me about new love? For Cheryl the Sag. Cheryl the Saggy Waggy. New love. New love for Cheryl the Sag. Sagittarius. Yep. Cheryl the Saggy. New love. New love, please. For Cheryl the Sag. New love. For Cheryl. Here's what I got. The short answer is yes. The long answer is you've got some advice, Cheryl. We've got the star in the upright, very first card. Then we have the Nine of Cups in reverse and the King of Swords in reverse. Here's what I got. Cheryl, I feel like a lot of this is going to be so tricky too. Trust me, this is going to be much easier for me to say than it is for you to do, and I get it, because I could take the advice you're about to get from source or spirit or what have you. All right, so absolutely no judgment here is my point. It's about remaining optimistic. It's about this inner knowing that good things are coming to you and that your best days romantically are in front of you and in your future, okay? Nine of Cups in reverse, you may feel a little bit jaded, disheartened with love. It may be hard to hope. King of Swords here in the reverse. It may be hard to hope. It may be hard to have faith and to be positive, right? But at the same time, my cards are stressing the importance of this inner knowing that your best days romantically are in front of you. I see, a lot of times when the star comes out, and that was the first card out, and it's the major arcana here. Okay, so it's the trump card in this whole thing, and so it's literally screaming to you. Your future in romance is so bright, you got to wear shades. You definitely have a bright future. You have every reason to have hope and optimism because your best days are in front of you. That's a powerful card. The star card is one of my favorite cards, by the way. I love the star card. And so, and look, I feel like looking at this, Cheryl, what I feel like is this. I feel like you've had some experiences, okay, where it could be that you've had some heartbreaks, probably. It could also be that you've run across some duds that, fizzled out before it became heartbreak, but still disheartening nonetheless because you're like, well, gosh, I thought that was going to be something. I mean, I'm not saying it's something, somebody you may have talked to for a couple days or a week and then something happened and you were just like, they're an idiot or whatever, but and so even those short little blips that we have, you're doing a lot of healing right now. Yeah. And that could be what I'm picking up. That could be what I'm picking up. It's so easy too, because, okay, when we dip our toe back in the water after a heartbreak, okay, when we do that and we start talking to people and putting ourselves out there, we become, when you're doing the healing, we become a lot more discerning and a lot better about seeing red flags, right? And so we don't emotionally invest. So it's not like we get our heart broken, but at the same time, you got 3 or 4 duds in a row, and you just start to lose faith. Are all these people out here numbskulls? And so it can be challenging to remain optimistic. And yet, the very first card out says, stay optimistic. Your best days are in front of you. Your people in the future don't have to be like people in the past, right? And so I feel like that was a big message for you. It was an answer to your question, and it also came as advice, if that makes sense. I'm going to see what else you need to know about new love, and then we'll do your other question. What else does Cheryl need to know? Look at here. You do have, you got love. This is a soulmate. This is 2 of Cups. Cheryl, this flew out. Okay. This is a soulmate energy where both of these folks love each other. And they only have eyes for each other. The 2 of Cups is we have the same goals, dreams. We want the same things in life. We're looking for the same things in a relationship. So this is telling me you absolutely have new love coming. You absolutely do. You are going to be in a healthy, happy, loving, equal give and take relationship with someone that you can see eye to eye with, that is equal, that is your equal. Okay. You don't have to bring them up. They don't have to bring you up. You both bring each other up, right? That 2 of Cups is a nice relationship card for sure. It's a nice relationship card. So and look, let's talk about the Star card. That card is also about healing. This is also a card about healing. The Star card has multiple meanings, and I think it's here for more than one reason. I think it's here to say, stay on your journey. You're on the right path. Stay on your healing journey. And it is also here to say, your best days are in front of you. Your best days are in front of you. So I like that. I like that. Anything else around new romance that Cheryl needs to know? Cheryl the Sag, anything else that she needs to know about around new romance? For Cheryl the Sagittarius, new romance. You still have some things to work through. You're not ready yet. You're not ready yet. You still have some things to work through. So this is telling you that there's still some work to be done. There's still some things to learn through this shadow work. So don't put yourself out there just yet. 6 of Pentacles in reverse. Hold your energy to yourself. Work through your fears. Okay. Work through your issues. Right. And you will heal. You absolutely will heal. Doors will open up. Right now, you got some blockages, but you won't always. All right. You won't always. That's what I got. All right. Let's look at what you don't see coming. That was your other question. And I hope that gave you some clarity and direction, Cheryl. You'll have to let me know. We'll look at your second question in a second. What does Cheryl not see coming? What is it that Cheryl needs a heads up on? What is it that Cheryl needs a heads up on? What is it that Cheryl needs a heads up on? What does Cheryl not see coming? What's the unknowns? What's the unknowns out there? What's the unknowns? What does she not see coming? What does Cheryl, the Sagittarius, not see coming? Oh, wow. Okay. What does Cheryl not see coming? does Cheryl not see? What does Cheryl not see coming? Who is that? Cheryl, is it possible that here's what I got? I feel like this is, tell me, just clarify that one more time. Just make sure I get it. Oh, come on now. Okay, I see that part. Shit. All right, listen. Hey, Heather, how you doing? All right, listen. Is it possible that there is a career opportunity? Here's what I feel. Let me tell you what I'm seeing in the cards. I feel like that you have been putting some feelers out about some sort of career opportunity. All right. And I think you have heard crickets. Okay. I don't think you've heard anything from something you wanted to hear from. Now, this could be you trying to go to college or go to school or do something like that. But I feel like there's some feelers that you've put out. You're a truck driver. You're gonna hear from something that you didn't expect to hear from that was crickets. It may be that it goes back a long time ago. All right. Maybe you put in for a promotion or more money or something like that. They notice, they see you. I, is this a promotion where she's at? Yeah. Oh God. What the what? But I'm not working right now though. Well, you will be. You will be. You damn sure will be. There's a new opportunity here, and it's something you feel passionate about. And what gets me is this, Cheryl. I feel like you're going to be. There's two ways you could go in this thing career wise. You're going to have a choice between two directions. Okay, one may be like a new job, one may be like a promotion, something like that. Okay, um, and because I don't know what it is, but people know you do a good job. Eight of Pentacles. You are, people see and realize that you do good with your conscientious, you do good. You pay attention. That Eight of Pentacles is attention to details, good work, blah, 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 right? And so you're putting in applications. Well, I think you're going to have two different choices. I think you're going to have two different choices here. But I'm predicting success for you. I'm predicting big success and I'm predicting money increases. So that's what I get. And I kind of feel like this putting in applications, you said I'm putting in applications. Here's what I think. I think there's going to be this period of time where it's crickets. Okay. I do. And then out of the blue, the one you want to hear from is the you're going to hear from or ones. I feel like there's two different offers here. I feel like there's two different ways you could go. Because the Lovers card is here, that's about choices, and I have two different aces. Okay, so that's what I feel. But I think the thing that's interesting is there is the Eight of Pentacles, and maybe that's the universe that's just coming in and saying, I lost my other job because oh my goodness. Well, maybe this Eight of Pentacles is maybe it's the universe saying, I see you. Here's your reward. I see you. You're putting in the effort. I see you. Here's your reward, right? And I think what's going to happen with this thing, Cheryl, is I think whatever it is you end up doing career-wise, you're going to make more money than if you had not lost that job. I think when you lost that job, hey Mercury and Leo Lady, I think when you lost that job, sure, I'm sure you were disappointed, okay? But at the same time, I think where you end up, you're going to be making better money and happier. and more successful. You'll have to let me know, Cheryl. Keep me posted, but that's what I'm predicting. That's what you don't see. Everything new. Yes, I love that. Cheryl, you're getting a crazy good reading today. I'm happy for you. You're welcome. I think you're. Cheryl, I have a question for you. I meant to ask you this and I forgot, and now it's back in my brain again. Cheryl, are you on my Patreon? If not, let me look and see. Yeah, I want you to keep me posted for sure. I don't think you are. Okay, listen. Do you have my email, Cheryl? Do you have my email address? I know, me too. Okay, hold on a second, Cheryl. Just hang tight. What I want you to do is email me real quick. I'm going to send you a link. I'm giving you a 1 free month to Phoenix Rising. That gives you access to all of my shadow work stuff, which is about healing. Okay. And your first month is free with the link that I'm going to give you. All right. So I want to do that for you. I want to do that for you. So if you'll email me, I can send you that link real quick. Do you have my email? Mercury and Leo lady, how you doing? Yeah, let me put my email if you don't know it. I'll put it in the chat. Here we go. Oops. I know. I love Mercury and Leo lady. She's so nice. I agree, Green Eye Devil. She's a nice person. She's always, you know, whatever it is, cheerful and upbeat and supportive. Anyway, if you'll shoot me an email, Cheryl, I will send you that link and you can get a free month of Patreon. I can email you the link back. I know, she is Green Eye Devil. I agree. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. But let me know when you send that, Cheryl, and I'll send you the link. And you can go sign up and get your month free. But there's like 60-ish videos. You get on Phoenix Rising. You email me? Okay, good deal. Yes, I know. I know. All right, so let me get that link and I'm going to send it to you real quick. Hold on, move this. Share gift link, copy gift link. Boink. Wait, where'd it go? There it is. Okay. I did. Hold on a minute. So it's going to give you a month free, Cheryl. And what it gives you access to is like all of my shadow work videos, which is, one of the things I think you'll want to delve into the most. But it also has like a lot of astrology videos and like the stuff on deep soul connections. And it also gives you access to all of the extended readings that I do for a month. So you'll have access to all of that. So there you go. And that's Phoenix Rising. But I wanted to do that for you because to help you along in hopefully that'll help you along in your healing journey. It's a little warmer. Mercury and Leo, lady, how cold is it where you are? It's been in the 70s where I am. It's been like in the mid 70s. But let me know if you got that. It's cold in Delaware. That I bet it is cold there. I bet it is. You're welcome, Cheryl. Did you get my email back? Let me know if you got it. But I hope that helps you. But I want to do that for you. I am, Suzanne. How you doing? Yeah, we're still doing questions. You did get it? Okay, good. Good, good, good. I hope that helps you, love. But yeah, I'm still doing a few more questions. Maybe one or two. Maybe one or two. You gonna send over? Okay, that works. That works, love. Okay, that works, Cheryl. Yeah, I know, Green Eyed Devil. I find it humorous. It's kind of a compliment, It's kind of a compliment. I get off on that shit. You know me, I'm sort of weird like that. But I see that kind of stuff for what it is. He a fan, he a fan, he a fan. He a fan, he a fan. Oh, okay. And yeah, that did come later. So yeah, you're spot the hell on. Man, that's crazy. Yeah, it is pitiful. It's pitiful to hate me so much and yet be so powerless to hurt me, isn't it? It's just one of them things. Oh, Suzanne, I got your payment. Suzanne, did you put your question in Cash App, or do I need to? Do you want to put it in the chat? Yep, I got you, love. Let me put you on the list. I know. You didn't? That's fine. You can put it in the chat. Okay, that works. Hopefully it'll come through. Sometimes YouTube is weird about that and it won't put the questions. But if you put it in there and I don't see it, then we can. There are workarounds. We'll get it. We'll get it. No, neither one of us are weak. No. Both of us are pretty hard to get to, pretty hard to bother. But that's okay. What is next? In love? Or is there a specific person? Suzanne? In love or about a specific person? Yeah, we just different. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. It would be very easy for that person's actions not to feed my ego, but are very hard. What is it? It would be very easy for that to feed my ego, but I refuse, right? In your love life? Okay. In general, Suzanne? Let's see. And tell me your zodiac sign too, Suzanne. Remind me of that again too. You're not one of us. Exactly. I guess depends where the read goes for whatever's next. Okay. That's fair. That's fair. We can just leave it open for you, Suzanne. See what we can find out for you. All right. What is next for Suzanne? Scorpio. Okay. All right, my Scorpio friend. What's next for Suzanne the Scorpio in love? What's next for Suzanne the Scorpio in love? What's next for Suzanne the Scorpio in love? What does Suzanne need to know about the future and romance, please? What's next? What's next for Suzanne in love? What's next for Suzanne in love? Love and romance, please. What's next? What's next for Suzanne in love? What's next for Suzanne the Scorpio in romance? Oh, I forgot to timestamp. What's next for Suzanne the Scorpio in love? 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 Suzanne, there's an energy here that I believe is from your past that's showing up. I don't see this person coming towards you. I don't. But I feel like you've got to keep this in. I feel like you've got to frame this. I think it may be hard for you with this person in your past because I think you may look at something as the missed opportunity. All right. With the Four of Cups here in the reverse, and you may feel like I'll never love like that again, or I'll never find anybody like that again. I think you've got to work on reframing that because my cards suggest that this is something to teach you who you are and what you are and how amazing you are and bring you up in this level up energy. All right. And I think when this is all said and done, when you reframe this through shadow work, I think you're going to realize that it wasn't that you weren't good enough. It's that you're overqualified. So I think the next thing on your agenda is this level up, and that's going to prepare you for something far better. Okay. The person in your past is coming in as a Knight of Wands in the reverse. You're coming in as a Queen of Wands. So you're definitely a level up, and you've just got to see that. You've just got to see that, and you've got to recognize that. And when you do, then other people will too. And you'll put that energy out there, and you'll be like this magnet. Okay. You'll be like this magnet, and you'll go from this energy of I'll never love like that again to, oh, that wasn't even what I thought it was, right? You'll reframe that entirely. And I think with the Ace of Swords is here on that energy in the reverse. The most important lesson here has yet to be learned, and that's okay. But the most important lesson is that this person was never good enough for you, but you had to see that. You had to see that. And you've got to see that. So you're literally being prepared for something far better. Okay. Something far better. And I do have a new person that will come in. All right. Once you put that other thing to rest, and you make peace with that. All right. The Four of Wands is here. So you definitely have a happy relationship in your future. It's a new person. All right. But I feel like it's on the other side of this glow up, right? This glow up. Okay. Um, but I think you got to put that in perspective. I think you got to make peace with that. Four of Swords, five of Wands in the reverse. I think you got to make peace with that, and that's going to come through some inner work, shadow work, right? And that's okay. And when you do that, you'll be ready to move forward. It'll be go time. It's not go time right now. Right now, it's time for you to kind of focus on yourself and go inside, do some inner work. All right. But go time is coming. Go time is coming. Make no mistake. And you'll be ready to put yourself out there. And when you do, love will be a lot better. And I do see you being in a happy, healthy relationship long term. But next, I think is you. Next, I think it's you learning to fall in love with yourself and pouring into yourself. pulling your energy back to yourself, working on your self-confidence, your boundaries, your self-love, your self-esteem, your self-care, all of that, your spirituality. And that is absolutely going to put you in this state where you're glowing. It just will. And you'll be like this magnet, okay? So it's time for you to realize it was never that you weren't good enough, my friend. It's that you are overqualified. And that thing that you think I'll never love that way again, maybe that's not a bad thing. Because if they were all that, they would still be here. They would still be here, right? Maybe that's not a bad thing. Maybe you don't want to love like that again. Maybe you want somebody to come to you. I'm going to tell you what I know about Scorpio hearts. You've probably heard me talk about this, Suzanne. My mother was a Scorpio. I've dated more Scorpios than any other sign. I've had a lot of friends who were Scorpios, and I love that energy. That being because some of the best people that I've ever known in my life were Scorpios, and some of the most toxic people I've ever known in my life were Scorpios. But I will say this, when a Scorpio loves, I can't even put it into words. Okay. And maybe, I don't know, but I mean, Scorpio love is a depth that, look, I say this sometimes. I haven't said it in a long time, but I'm going to say it here. And I don't care. I'm not a Scorpio, so I can say this. Scorpios feel deeper than any other sign in the zodiac. And when Scorpios love you and you win the heart of a Scorpio and it's genuine and it's healthy, yes, we love so deep. Exactly. Scorpios, it's a whole new level of depth and connection and soul connection, right, with a Scorpio. But I will tell you that you even if you just want that apology, I understand where you're coming from, but at the same time, you don't need it. You don't need it. You don't need it. If anything, apologize to yourself for putting up with some bullshit. Apologize to yourself for putting up with some bullshit. And give yourself some grace for that. And keep it moving. Keep it moving. CJ, I know. I'm telling you. Scorpio is such a fascinating and interesting sign. It's a favorite of mine, and it's a favorite sign of mine to study. And it all ties into that Pluto energy. Yeah, I definitely don't need. Yeah, there you go. It all ties into that Pluto energy. Scorpio is the sign of extremes, and that's why high vibrational Scorpios are some of the best people you'll ever meet. Low vibrational Scorpios are some of the most toxic motherfuckers you'll ever meet. But it's a complex sign. It's not easy. It's not an easy energy to manage at all. It's a very difficult placement. The 8th house, Scorpio, Pluto, that's very difficult energy to navigate. So props to people who have Scorpio energy in their chart. There you go, CJ. There you go. But Scorpios, when they love, man, it's like they merge souls with you. It's Scorpios just merge souls. And I mean, my moon is in my 8th house. So I'm very comfortable around scorpionic energy. Your ex is low vibe Scorpio. There you go. So you know what I'm talking about. It can be, and it's like every sign can be, high vibrational or low vibrational. And look, I'm a Gemini. We all know that Geminis in a low vibrational way can be horrible to deal with, right? Low vibrational anything, Cancer, Sagittarius, whatever, right? Can be a hot mess. But, a low vibration, but it's like the extremes for Gemini are right here. And Sagittarius are right here. Like, this is the high vibe Gemini. This is the low vibe. With Scorpio, the extremes go way out here. You know, it's like the volume is all the way to the max or the min, right? Take care, Karma Chaos. Thank you for popping in. Your moon is in your fifth house. Oh, wow. Okay. But yeah, and they can. Fixed signs can be stubborn. I know folks with Scorpio in their chart who hold grudges for years, and it's like, why are you doing that? Why don't you just keep it moving forward? You're just holding yourself back, man. But that's what I saw here, and I hope that helped you, Suzanne. I hope that helped you. You'll have to let me know. But I love Scorpios. I find it, I can't help it, even though I have known some very toxic ones. I love them. I'm fascinated by scorpionic energy. And for a non Scorpio, I think I get you guys pretty well. I won't say I get Scorpio, but I think I get you fairly decently. Right. Thank you, Suzanne. I appreciate you. I think we're going to do a collective money read. Hey, Gerald. How are you doing? Good to see you. All right, we're going to do a collective money read real quick. I hope that helped you, Suzanne, and thank you as always. You're an Aquarius. Okay. All right, let's go to do a collective money reading, please. Collective money. What do the folks watching me now and in the future need to know about money? What do the folks watching me now? Yeah, I didn't see him coming towards you. I did not see him coming towards you, Suzanne. Hey, Wealthy TV, VTV. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I did not see him coming towards you. But I did see you leveling up and eventually moving into something good that's new. What do my collective folks need to know about money? What do my collective folks need to know about money? Oh, wow. Thank you for that. Thank you for that, Wealthy. Lots of Aries. It's a lot of Mars energy. Well, hey, Gemini. Hey, the Hitman. Yep, Aries stellium. I love that. What do my folks need to know about money? Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money. What does everybody here need to know about money? Job, money, and career. Job, money, and career. Job, money, and career. Collective. The shoulda, coulda, wouldas around career opportunities, they're not supposed to happen. All right? Your best days are in front of you. If something didn't work out for you, it was for your highest good. All right? It's time to take and transmute energy of past shortcomings and come back from that. It's time to transmute that. I see you picking up and being resilient and overcoming something. I honestly, I literally, what I get from you is this. There is something here that was lemons around money or career all day long. And you may have been like, why did it work out this way? Why didn't I get that job? Why didn't I have this? Why didn't the money come through like I wanted? But you're absolutely remaining optimistic, picking yourself up, and you literally are about turning lemons into lemonade with career. So I definitely feel like rather than, focusing on what didn't go wrong in the past. Okay, yeah, learn from it, but go forward and transmute that shit, because you absolutely have, according to my cards, the opportunity to rebound and make lemonade out of these lemons. Maybe it's a job loss and you're meant to start a side hustle that becomes your main job. Maybe you meant to go back to school. Maybe you're meant to change career paths. But I definitely see you being challenged to be resourceful and think outside the box when it comes to your career path and making money. All right? It's time to get creative. I laugh. People ask me, should I start a business? Why not? Why not? Why not? Do it. Go for it. What are you waiting on? Don't ask me, just go do it. Will it be successful? I don't know. What are you going to put into it? But if you feel, yeah, look at you. Your ships are going to come in. But it's time to get up and move and make shit happen. You got to put your foot on the pavement and make shit happen with regard to money moves. You can't just sit and fantasize and dream about it. You've got to be resourceful. You've got to come up with a plan and you've got to take action, whatever that is. I see things are in your hands. Things are absolutely in your hands. I see a lot of setbacks and I see you there with a blank slate and the universe saying, okay, are you going to think outside the box? Or are you just going to lay there and feel sorry for yourself? Are you going to pick yourself up by the bootstraps and do what it takes to be resourceful? Think outside the box. Different ways to make money. Okay? That's what I get. I absolutely see the comeback of a lifetime, potentially. But I also see the universe saying, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Are you going to make these lemons turn into lemonade and make you some money? Or are you going to sit there and talk about how sour the lemons are? It's funny that I'm using lemons because I have 2 humongous lemon trees in my backyard that probably produced well over 1,000 lemons this past season. So it's just kind of funny. And I get teased about making lemonade a lot. But anyway, it's a good analogy. It's time to think outside the box. It's time to get resourceful. Yes, absolutely. It's time to get resourceful. Wow. I might would make Mercury and Leo lady. I'd have to know more. Ball washing. Could you do something about the odor on some of these folks? Green-eyed devil, that musky shit. Musty shit. Right? But that's what I got. But start you a channel, Mercury and Leo lady. Do you have a channel? I don't even know. If you have one, I don't know. You have not told me. What I want to do. Go to channel. Oh, you do? Okay, why did you not tell me you had a channel? And you quit making content? You do have, okay. Get you some contact going. I just went to your channel. In fact, let me go subscribe. I'm going subscribe. Go to channel, subscribe. See, you didn't even tell me. All right, now listen to me, Mercury and Leo lady. I will be fully expecting to get some notifications with your name on it, if you know what I mean. Thank you. Have a nice day. Look at you. You've been posting stuff. Why did I not know this? What the heck? See, you guys don't tell me nothing. You guys don't tell me nothing. Did you tell me? How did I not? I'm sorry I missed that. Well, I don't know. It didn't make it to the top floor, but it did this time. So I just subscribed to you. So, all right, we're going to be anticipating some notifications from your channel. There you go. There you go. So, yeah, get you some content out there, get you established, and get you a following, and then do a class. I know she is cute. She is cute. She's a cutie pie. And I was looking at those. I'm like, she's a cutie pie. She's a little cutie pie. Look at that. So, yeah, start making content. Astrology stuff, zodiac stuff, tarot, whatever it is that you have on your brain. You're headed there now to subscribe. Do it. Yeah, do it. Most definitely. She's a little cutie pie. See, there you go. 3 new subs. And all you had to do was just put your name out there. All right. So you tell me, are you going to establish a name for yourself? Let us find out. That's exciting. How cute is that? You never know. But yeah, be resourceful. I'm all about being resourceful. I don't know if I say that word right, but yeah. When I say resourceful, I always think about Tauruses because Tauruses are, I think we all can be resourceful, but Tauruses are known for being resourceful. It's like they think of ways to make money. It's like my daughter always has all these ideas. I'm like, I hope you do, Green Eye Devil. I hope you do that. You would be so good with numerology. I'm so proud of you for doing that. You're doing a lot of new exciting things. School and Green Eye Devil. I know a lot of y'all know this, but Green Eye Devil has, a lot of musical content that she creates. She is quite the lyricist. She is also very good with vocals. So if you have not subbed Green Eye Devil, you should. And if you have not heard my new intro song from her, you will love it. It just freaking rocks. And I did it at the beginning of yesterday and today's live streams. So yay for that. But I love that. I got to do some research this afternoon, though, Green Eye Devil on websites. I got to figure that out. I'm frustrated with that shit. I got to figure out what's what. They are the best at resources. Yes. Oh, okay. You did. You started with singing videos. I love that. I love that. Green Eye Devil is very talented musically. She also is extremely knowledgeable about both astrology and numerology. She's like, I know astrology, but she knows both that and numerology. She's really good with synastry. Just sent a question. Okay. Let's have some fun. Sounds good. But Green Eyed Devils, she's good with like a lot of things with astrology, but she's really, really good with synastry. Green Eyed Devil is much better with synastry than I am. And I have no problem telling you that I am not that great. I am okay with synastry. I'm pretty decent. She's good. She's good. She's very good. Thank you, Green Eye Devil, for putting your link up. But yeah, I'm looking forward to I hope Green Eye Devil that when you do your content that you'll incorporate some astrology in there as well, particularly synastry, because synastry is like to me it's important. And because that's where we look at compatibility between people. And you can look at synastry between friends too, just as easily as you can, romance and like the synastry with me and my daughter. I mean, you can look at all that kind of stuff. You can look at what the challenges will be. And with every synastry that you look between two people, there's challenge and there's opportunity and there's positives and there's negatives, and you just kind of, it's just nice to know. It's just nice to know for sure. What was I gonna do? Oh, CJ, you said you sent a question. Did you send a Cash App or did you send on my website? It's all there. Okay, good. Good. I hope so. Because I think you could really, you know, did you get my PayPal? Okay, let me look on PayPal. Did you do straight to PayPal? If you did, that's fine. We'll see. Let's see, CJ. We'll see what's it. You went to the site. Okay. Sometimes it takes it a minute. It'll come. It'll come through. You got your email though, right, CJ? Your confirmation email. It'll come through. You know how it is, CJ. Sometimes it takes that website a minute. It's frustrating. I mean, I'm to a place where I'm like, do I even need a website? Yeah, see if you see it come through. A confirmation email. Because that'll let you know if it went through. But it didn't come through yet. It'll come through. I know, right, Green Eye Devil? I'm just, I don't know, I'm kind of in the mood to simplify stuff. I'm getting hungry too. After I read for CJ, though, I'm gonna get off of here and go get something. Something went wrong. I'll do Cash App. Okay, that's fine. I know, Green Eye Devil. I think I may not even do a website. I may just have the rules down in my chat, or I may just get people to start emailing me about it. Some people do that. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out for sure. There it is, CJ. I got you, love. I got you. All right, CJ Lovebug, let's see what you need to know. Does CJ need to know? Let me timestamp for you. Yep, I got you, love. All right, here we go. Here we go. Okay. What does CJ the Cancer need to know? 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 Oh, okay. What does CJ the Cancer need to know? What does CJ the Cancer need to know? What does CJ the Cancer need to know? What's going on with this Taurus? What's going on with this Taurus? What's going on with this Taurus? What's going on with this Taurus, please? Thank you, Cheryl. I agree with you. She has done great. What's going on with this Taurus? What's going on with this Taurus? Well, hey, Robert. How in the world are you doing? I didn't know if you'd be freed up from church time or not. What in the world is up with Taurus, please? What's going on with this Taurus? Towards CJ. What's going on with this Taurus? Okay, so here's the thing. Let me tell you what I got, CJ. And Robert, you just woke up from your Sunday night. Okay, I got you. Hey, if you want to do the speed round, Robert, I'm on CJ now. You're around now till 7:30. All right. So CJ, this is what's funny. Well, hey, love yourself. CJ, Eight of Cups in reverse. You've been reading for me. Oh, I do. In fact, Robert, I'll put you after CJ, and you can go ahead and do a speed round if you want. And I'll let you be last. How about that? You want to be last? In fact, CJ, give me 1 minute, and I'm going to go over here and fix this, and then I'm going to come back. But Robert, I'll let you be last because I know you like to be last. But give me just a minute, CJ. I promise you I'm on it. I promise you I'm on it. You'll go after CJ. Okay, good deal. Give me... But CJ, this is kind of humorous. I can't wait to read this for you. The whole thing is funny. All right. Now let me go back over here. All right, there we go. All right, CJ. So the Eight of Cups is in reverse. I know you've been watching me well enough to know that Eight of Cups in reverse is a come back around card. I'm not over you. I'd like to have another chance. I regret walking away, or I hate that you walked away, or can we try this again? You know, that Eight of Cups in reverse. That's all about, not being over you, wanting another chance. But here's the thing. The Emperor in the reverse and the Hierophant in the reverse. I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to stand in my power. I'm not going to stand on business. Even Taurus energy, but in the reverse, I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to be real indirect about it. So I'm just going to do things to kind of get your attention to see. This feels so much like a temperature check. Yep, that's perfect. That's perfect, Robert. That's perfect. This feels like a temperature check all day long. You know what I mean by a temperature check, right? Right, CJ? You know what I'm talking about. I'm not through. I'm gonna pull some more cards on this in a minute, CJ. But that's what I'm getting here. Yes, a thermometer. Trying to see if what kind of reaction, if any, there might be from you. Tell me a little bit more. Tell me a little bit more. Tell me a little bit more. But you know what I mean. CJ, you've been watching me. You know what I'm talking about when I say they're going to check your temperature. They're going to see. They're going to see what the weather's like over in CJ, the Cancer's, world toward them. Hold on. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get you a little bit more, CJ. King of Pentacles, but in the reverse. 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. Don't do it. Don't. Death card in the upright. Don't. CJ, listen to me. CJ, listen. Listen. I want you to listen, CJ. But there you go. There you go. That's what's up with Mr. Taurus. That's what's up with Mr. Taurus. Just so you know. Probably absolutely confirming, what you probably already felt. But yeah. What'd you say? What a punk. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not going to stand on business. I'm just going to tiptoe. I'm just going to, it's kind of like whenever you're getting ready for work in the morning and you don't have a way to check the temperature. So you just stick your arm outside the door to see how cold it is. Or are y'all old enough to remember when we used to do that? Because I did. I definitely did. But that goes back, before technology, and I can just go to my phone and, yeah. Let me just see how cold it is outside. Do I need a jacket? Green-eyed devil. In the beginning there was the word, and the word was hell to the fuck no. You remember that green-eyed devil? Okay. He let me heal this whole time. Now it's too late, and he wouldn't survive me. I love that. Because your energy calls him to rise up and be a better person. So there you go. That's what's up. That's what's up. Green-eyed devil, you're so crazy. That's funny. That's hilarious. Yeah, of course you'll do better than him. Of course you'll do better than him. Hey, it's like I said, the problem was never The problem was never that you weren't qualified, it was that you were overqualified. However, I said that earlier. Who was it that I said that to? Was it? I think it was Suzanne that I said that to. Oh, we'll be way better. Yes, absolutely. Coming out of the cold. Yeah, it'll be frigid. It'll be frigid. It will be frigid for sure. I'm going to say something, CJ, and this is going to sound really bad, but these men that are in their feminine energy, where they don't want to just put themselves out there, you know, and they're not all like that. I know there are some great men out there. So I'm not at all suggesting that all men are like that. No. The problem is, I have known men that walked in their masculine energy and I know what it looks like. And so when these punks come around, not wanting to stand on business, that's what's infuriating, right? That's right, CJ. Cancers love very deeply. They love so hard. They're very nurturing. That cancer energy is a demonstrative. You guys are very demonstrative of, you know, very nurturing toward people. Yeah, come to me like a lead. Yeah, walk in your divine masculine. Exactly. Walk in your masculine energy for sure. You know, most assuredly. It works much better that way. We absolutely love to be in our feminine energy. Green eyed devil. I think you're right. I think you're right. I think you're right. He said, I make him happy. Yes. I think there's a good title of a new video coming for Patreon, Phoenix Rising: Attachment versus Connection. I just made some really good notes about that. I had a brainstorm about a new video topic. I'm just saying. Yeah, I know. I think that's going to be fun. Attachment versus connect. Yes, I should add to your happiness that you already established within yourself. Exactly. Exactly. I don't I shouldn't need you to feel happy. I should already feel happy. Exactly. We can't make other people happy. We just can't. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. Where is Robert? Did he go? Did he? I thought he was getting ready to send me his stuff. That's it. It's feeding your ego because you feel like you need that in order to feel happy, loved, accepted, appreciated, attractive, all of those things, right? That's exactly right. It's like, what can I gain from this? There he is. Hey, Robert Love. You sending me your stuff? Need 1 second. Okay, you're fine. But yeah, you shouldn't need that. You should get that from other people. Well, hey, Trista. Yeah, I could see that, Trista. How you been? And happy Sunday to you too, love. I hope you're having a good Sunday fun day. I am ready for warmer weather here. I'm just saying, what's the weather looking like? Well, Saturday it's going to be 80. And then Monday it's the high is 57 on Monday. Not this coming Monday, but Monday week. Are you kidding me? Another cool front? When are we going to have summer weather? When? Yes. Moon pie deserves better than that. Exactly. There we go. Just sent. Okay. I got it. I got it. Are you going to email me or are you going to give me your questions in the chat? Either one is fine, Robert. Yeah, the weather is bipolar. Ready to rock and roll. I'm going to send questions here. Okay, that works. We'll do it. We're ready, Robert. Hey, Journey. 1 minute hot, 1 minute cold, right? I know. Okay, let's see what we got. And then let's see. All right. Give me the past energy of brother's wife. Past actions of brother's wife toward brother. Past actions. Do we see cheating? Past actions, specifically past actions. Has she cheated in the past on Robert's brother? Has she cheated in the past? Has she cheated? Has she cheated? Has she cheated in the past? Knight of Swords sideways. Has she cheated in the past? Has she cheated in the past? Has she cheated in the past? Give me the past of the wife. We know she cheated in the past. Oh, okay. I misread your question. Is she cheating on him now? Okay. I'm so sorry. She got caught. Okay. Rewire. All right. Give me the current energy. Current energy of the wife toward the brother. Current energy of wife toward brother. Is she cheating right now? Is she cheating right now in this moment? Is she cheating right now on Robert's brother? Is this wife cheating on Robert's brother? Give me the wife. The wife. Something's bothering her. Is the wife cheating on Robert's brother? Is Robert's brother's wife cheating on him? Is there cheating? Is there cheating? Is there cheating? Yes. And what I feel like, Robert, I think that I think she's doing something where she's acting single. And it could be that maybe she's got like a dating site profile or something like that. Okay. But she's doing something. She's telling people that she's single. Okay. She's telling people that she's single when she's not. She is representing herself to be single. And what's crazy is she feels stressed about it. I don't know if she feels guilty with the Ten of Wands, but she's definitely stressed. She may be stressed because she may feel like she's going to get found out. Tell me more on the Ten of Wands. But she's literally lying and telling people that she's not in a relationship, that she's single. The Moon, the Queen of Cups, Nine of Pentacles. Tell me more on this Ten of Wands, please. Tell me more on that. Temperance. Page of Wands in reverse. Two of Wands in reverse. This is something. Okay. This is what I'm getting, Robert. This is going to come out. This is going to come out. This is how you're going to know, because she's going to be exposed. And what's interesting about this is I think there is going to be something public. I'm getting public exposure. And it's going to put her between a rock and a hard place. I think this may take some time. This is speaking of divine timing, but I think something is going to bust loose on this thing. And I think it's going to be public. I think she is going to be publicly humiliated. I think it is going to be like maybe it's going to be on social media. I don't know, or maybe she's seen out in public. But I definitely get this energy of her lying, juggling with another person. Oh, Queen of Swords in the reverse. It's going to come out. Two of Swords in the reverse. It could be that there is somebody that sees her, that exposes her. Like she may have a hater that sees her and exposes her or something like that. I do. I think it's going to be public. Yeah. She is absolutely. Oh, she's getting hers. Oh, she's getting hers. Yeah. I think one of the things to look for is, okay, here's one of the clues. She's not where she's supposed to be. She's not at home when she's supposed to be. She's emotionally absent when she is there. These are the things I'm getting. Four of Wands in reverse, King of Cups in reverse. Those are going to be some tells that your brother is going to be able to pick up on. She's not where she's supposed to be. She's not where she says she's going to be. Specifically, she's not home when she's supposed to be. And even when she is at home, she's emotionally absent. So those are going to be some tells. He's going to feel some, I know this is going to sound crazy, but I think you're going to be able to feel like that something is off. You're going to definitely be able to feel that in the energy. Star reversed. Yeah. She absolutely breaks promises, man. I've got, vow breaker or, promise breaker with a hierophant here in the reverse. Um, but eventually it's going to be exposed publicly. There will be the proof. It'll be out there. It'll be exposed. But yeah, I'm getting that she's going to be publicly humiliated for being a player. For being a player. I think what I think could happen, Robert, is that she's got somebody that sees her and exposes her, like maybe makes pictures of her with somebody or something of that nature. That's what I feel. I think that's how it's going to come out. I hate that for your brother, but he kind of knows that she's a cheater, right? That's what I got. That's what I got. Private investigator can also get that info. That's true. That's true. She's a mess, though. She's a mess. I also feel like this, and this is sad, but I did pick this up, Robert. I think she tells your brother that she loves him, and I don't think she does. I don't think she does. I think she lies. I think she lies about that. Because I don't think you can cheat on somebody like that you love. I don't. She is cheating right now, yes. Yeah, but I picked that up too. That's kind of a hard pill to swallow, but that's what I got. You're welcome. I hope that did help. How sad. Yeah, your brother is. Yeah, the spending habits would also be the thing. Also, just her spending stuff like on her looks, paying more attention to her looks, sexy lingerie, stuff like that, right? Yeah, because you respect somebody, you're not going to do that to them. Exactly. Next question. I need to get some tea on Cora. Cora chose another guy and they got married. I knew about that. She's acting like she's happy. Give me the tea. All right, Miss Cora Bell. Tell me about Cora's relationship with this man. What's going on with Cora? Tell me about this relationship. Give me the energies around Cora right now. Give me the energies around Cora and their connection that she is in, this relationship, this romantic relationship, this marriage. What are the energies around that? What are the energies around this marriage? What are the energies around Cora's marriage? The energies around Cora's marriage. What are the energies around Cora's marriage? Why is the Six of Swords in the reverse? She keeps that to herself. Okay. So here's the thing. What I get is they're more like friends than lovers. Okay, more like friends than lovers. Hey Tay May, so I'm actually finishing up, Tay May. I'm sorry. But okay, they're more like friends than lovers. All right. The Page of Pentacles, it could be that there could be something about stability, her kids, his kids, or friends, nonetheless, or family expectations. The Page of Pentacles is definitely not a good card with marriage unless it comes with some cups. Okay. And we've got no love. No love. Okay. There's no cups except a 10 of cups in the reverse. Okay. Robert. So she's not happy, but she keeps this to herself with the Hermit card. She keeps her, and let me just say this, the Six of Swords in the reverse, that says to me that she's hung up on somebody from her past. But again, that came out along with that Hermit, keeping that to myself. I'm keeping this to myself. I'm not happy. I'm hung up on somebody from my past, and I'm keeping that to myself. And then this is very telling. The Wheel of Fortune. I made a terrible mistake. This is not where I'm supposed to be. And sometimes you can look at that Wheel of Fortune in the reverse as something, just going off in the ditch, right? It's definitely not good energy. I do feel like another thing with that Hermit card is she feels lonely, even when she's with her partner, she is lonely. And sometimes that can feel like, that can be because there's like this lack of connection or lack of, I don't think she loves this man. I don't see it. And I don't think there's love here. I don't think there's love here. Let me dig a little deeper on this connection. But I mean, it's like roommates at best. I don't really there's just not a lot of happiness. There's not a lot of love with the 10 of Cups here in the reverse. Tell me more. She's definitely not over you. Not with that Six of Swords in the reverse and all this other stuff. That's why I wanted to see more on that. That's what that was telling me. He does not turn her on. She does not find him attractive. King of Wands in the reverse. High Priestess in the reverse. Page of Swords. She watches you. She watches you, Robert. She watches you. I'm sure she does. She's not over you. She's not over you. I'm going to tell you what I think with the High Priestess in the reverse. I think she would love to talk to you. And I think there's a good chance she may try to talk to you. And you know what? You see what Green Eye Devil said? She may try to mess around with you. She is. Oh my God. The Hierophant in reverse. Robert, be careful. I think she may try to reach out for you. Hey, beautiful Brittany. Robert, I think she may try to reach out for you to you with and try to start something up with you on the side. I'm telling you, she does not find hubby sexually attractive. Period. She doesn't. I've got her popping up with communication. I would not be shocked. I think that's here in the energy, Robert. I will tell you this. Be careful. She may tell you she's trying in the process of getting a divorce, and I don't think she's telling you the truth. I think she might lie to you. Be careful, Robert. She's a slippery slope. She's a slippery slope. That's what I got. But Brittany, my Capricorn friend, how are you doing? Good to see you. But yeah, that's what's going on here. Let me see about the hubby, if the hubby's cheating. Let me see if the hubby's cheating on her. Give me her husband. Give me Cora's husband specifically toward Cora. Give me Cora's husband specifically. Give me Cora's husband toward Cora. Cora's husband toward Cora, please. Give me Cora's husband toward Cora. Cora's husband toward Cora. I'm going to tell you something. Robert, I have seen this in a couple of different places. He rejects her too. They are not, he's not sexually attracted to her either. Like he pushes her away. This is crazy. He's not sexually attracted to her. There's a lot of conflict. Here's what I get. He tried with her. He tried with her. He really tried. Okay. In the beginning, he really tried. And I think he tried to be open with her. And I think there was conflict between these two. I don't really feel like he's cheating. I don't really feel like he's cheating. I think he's unhappy as hell. Well, why is the Knight of Wands here in the reverse? Okay, this is the thing. I don't think he's cheating, but I think he definitely thinks about it. He's definitely considered cheating and probably still is. So I don't think he's cheating per se, but I think in his mind, he really would like to. Oh, Brittany. I'm glad you popped in, love. But that's what I got, Robert. That's what I got. So I think he's very unhappy. I think he thinks about cheating. I think he's teetering on it. But I don't think he's actually done it. I think in the beginning he had pure intentions with her. But for some reason they're just, I don't know, they're not attracted to each other sexually. I think they're not sexually compatible, maybe. I don't know what the deal is there. But you know, and I know, Robert, and not to be TMI, you know, the boinky boink isn't everything in a connection, but if you ain't got that, you're dead in the water. You know, if that ain't happening, you ain't got a prayer elsewhere. I'm just saying. That's what I feel. It's possible. Yeah. I There must be something with her behavior that has been a turnoff for him. There must be something with her behavior that has been a turnoff for him. I know, right, CJ? Tell me more about him. He feels lonely with her. He feels lonely with her. Let's see. You did a reading for me. Okay. Okay. All right. So we'll first look at Andrew. What do you see happening with Andrew at CGC? Okay. Tell me about Andrew at CGC. Tell me about Andrew at CGC. Tell me about Andrew at CGC. Robert. Tell me about Andrew at CGC. Tell me about Andrew at CGC. Tell me about Andrew at CGC. Melrose Place. Tell me about Andrew at CGC. Tell me about Andrew. Well, he is unstable. He's flighty. Knight of Swords. We'll talk about it. There's a lack of maturity here. Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is kind of a. It's an unpredictable energy, and the Knight of Swords can change on a dime. Very unstable. Very speak first and think later. Act first and think later. And it's a very impulsive, very unstable energy, and it's very changeable. The Five of Cups in reverse and the Sun in reverse. Tell me more about the Tower. Holy crap. What's up with that? Yes, reckless. I feel like, yeah, the Knight of Swords would be very immature. What is it that happens here? There is a big wake up call. Here's what I think. I think he is going to come within an inch of being. I think this Tower card happens, but then something happens and he gets another chance and he starts doing better with the Eight of Pentacles. How's that going to go after that? So he's going to go back to his old ways. Hold on, tell me. He must gossip a lot. All right, so here's what I get. Here's what I get. He's definitely skating on thin ice, okay? I think what I get with the Tower card and then the Judgment card, I literally think they fire him or they sit him down and say, "You're fired," and he begs for another chance and they give it to him and he does a little better for a while. And then ultimately, after that, he gets the chop. So that's what I feel. I feel like he fast talks his way back into the door. All right. I don't think he's going to quit. I think he's going to try to stick around. But I think that ultimately, I don't think he's going to make it. But I think he's going to come within an inch of it, and he's going to rebound, and he'll do well for a while, and then he'll slack off and go back into old patterns. Yeah, temporarily humbled. What else do I need to know about that? Yeah, Five of Wands. It's like, does he create drama or conflict? I kind of get that with that Page of Swords and the Five of Wands. They have been talking to him a lot. Okay, yeah. They don't like him. I feel like he starts shit. I don't know if he's a gossip or but it's like I almost get that he's passive aggressive with that Page of Swords and the Five of Wands. Like he throws rocks and hides his hands kind of thing. Like, I don't know what happened. I don't know why they're reacting that way. But I get a gossip and I get somebody who stirs the pot, most definitely with the Page of Swords. That's a gossip. It can be. That with that Five of Wands, and we're talking about the workplace. Yeah. Yeah. So that's the issue with him. I think that's their problem with him. I don't know. There may be other things too, but I definitely get that. And I get him getting a second chance and squandering it. I get him getting a second chance and blowing it. That's what I get, ultimately. So that's what I get on Andrew. Let's take a look at Carrie. But let me know if that helps with Andrew. But that's what I get. And yeah, immature. That Knight of Swords is an immature sword for sure. Very flighty. Unpredictable too. Very unpredictable. That Knight of Swords can be unpredictable. Another thing with the Knight of Swords is inconsistency. Yes, I do eventually see him getting the chop. I think a lot of another part of their problem with him, Robert, would be with that Knight of Swords, that can be inconsistent. Okay. That's not stable. That's not consistent, you know. Yep, my boss and his boss. Yep, let's look at Carrie. Let's take a look at Carrie. Tell me about Carrie at CGC. What's going to happen with Carrie at CGC? What's going to happen related to Carrie at CGC? What do we see for Carrie at CGC? What do we see for Carrie at CGC? What do we see for Carrie? What do we see for Carrie at CGC? Carrie at CGC. Carrie may leave. Hold on a minute. Let me get more on this, Robert. Six of Pentacles in the reverse. There's something here that's imbalanced. I'm going to see what it is. Give me Carrie. Give me Carrie. Give me Carrie. Yeah, Carrie. Here's what's interesting. You kept saying that. Here's what I think. I do see her putting, here's what I get. I think she's going to put in her notice. Here's what I think her problem is. I think she thinks that she's not being paid enough. Six of Pentacles in the reverse, all right? I think that she's unhappy, and so I think she goes out. I think she finds something else. I think she turns in her notice. I think they try to talk her into staying, and she says, no, you can't pay me enough, and I think she goes. That's what I predict on her. That's what I see with her. Is I think, and I think it's a money thing. I think she thinks that they take advantage of her, or they don't pay her enough for what she puts up with, or something like that. She doesn't feel like she's being treated fairly. Six of Pentacles here in the reverse. I didn't know if it was on her side or the company's side, but I don't think it's the company. I think it's her not satisfied with the situation. She may. Is it possible that she would go into business for herself? That could be. Like, especially if she's got some sort of a side hustle. Oh, okay. Okay. So that makes sense to you. All right. That's what's up with her. Three of Swords, the Moon, the Ten of Swords. She feels betrayed. She feels betrayed by the company. She feels betrayed. She feels like something was misrepresented to her. maybe her job responsibilities or something like that. She feels betrayed. Three of Swords, Moon card, Ten of Swords. She feels like she was betrayed and lied to. And things were misrepresented to her. She may also, tell me more about that Moon card. She just feels like she's not been treated fairly, period. That's what I got. That's what I got. That's crazy, Robert, but that's what I got. How will that affect Robert at CGC? How will that affect Robert at CGC? How will that affect Robert? How will that affect Robert? How will that affect Robert's future at CGC? You can stick around. Here's the thing. I think it's going to be very jarring, very unsettling, okay? When this happens, but I think they're going to try to keep you. But what's crazy, they're going to do okay. What's crazy is I think they start to get nervous that you're going to leave too. And they may try to do things to keep you to stay. All right? They may try to give you more money to make you stay. So I kind of think that it's like they really want you to stay. Now, here's what's interesting. I think that if and when she leaves, I think that, bless her heart, I think she's going to get blamed for a bunch of stuff that she's probably not responsible for, which is crazy. But that's what I get. That's what I feel. I think, and here's what's crazy, Robert. I think you may have to end up standing your ground with them. If they may try to give you more responsibility and not make your pay commensurate, and you're going to have to stand your ground on that. You're going to have to insist. No, I'm not doing that. That's no, I'm not doing her job without you, making it right for me. I think you're going to have to do that. I do get them literally trying to give you more responsibility and not keeping your pay there. And I think they start to worry about losing you, and that's when they offer you more money. It's crazy. It's chaotic there. It's chaotic. I'm picking up a lot of chaos there. Ugh. Yeah, that's what I got. So I hope that gave you some clarity on that with CGC. Yeah, I don't think they want to lose you either. I did pick that up that they were going to try to hold on to you for sure. But they know I don't play that crap. Yeah, exactly. But I do. I think that, you're going to have to stand your ground, and I know you will. But, I think what I get from them, Robert, is that if they can take advantage of a person, they will. Okay, let's take a look at Tay. Thank you, CJ. Let's take a look at Tay. How will he do? How will Tay do? How will Tay do? How will Tay do? How do things look for Tay as it relates to working with Robert? There you go. Yeah. You have to draw the line. Exactly. Tell me about Tay. Tell me about Tay. Tay is wanting to learn from you. Tay is definitely curious and wanting to learn from you. I think he is so open to learning. And I get you two meshing very well with the Two of Swords here in the reverse. That's a good energy because that can speak to somebody that has strengths where you don't, and you have strengths where they don't. And so they bring things to the table that you need, right? Tay. So I feel like you. Tell me more about that. I feel like you're gonna come to rely on this person. You're gonna come to rely on Tay in a good way. All right. Um, he's gonna be like a right hand for you in many ways. He is anxious to learn from you. He's very anxious to learn from you. It's like he's an open book. All right. I see a lot of good energy around you two. Okay, good. Yeah. I think there's this complementary dynamic. I don't know what it is that he brings to the table that you need, but I definitely get him making a contribution that you need. That's good. Ace of Pentacles. It's a good stable start. Lover's card. That's taking the high road. There's a connection here with you two. There's like this synergy. That's what I'm trying to say. Synergy. It's like the sum of the whole is better than the sum of the parts. You know what synergy is. There's a synergy with you and him. I think you guys are going to I think you guys are going to get in step and be in sync and just, be like a machine. I like that. Yeah, Batman and Robin. Batman and Robert. Batman and Robin. Yeah, I like that. I'm excited about that one. I love that. And I like his name too, Robert. I like the name Tay. That's cool. That's cool beans. That's cool beans. Megan at Movement. Let's find out about Megan. What's the future? Megan at Movement Company between now and June. Megan at Movement. Megan at Movement. Between now and June. Between now and June. Megan at movement between now and June. What do we see? Megan at movement between now and June. What's going to happen? She's got something on her mind. Oh, Robert. She feels like she works hard and doesn't get paid enough. And that bothers her. Is she going to leave? That's in her brain. I saw that justice card flip out sideways. She's like, am I being treated fairly? Am I being paid fairly? That's what's on her mind. I don't think she brings that up to anybody. I think she keeps that to herself with the hermit card, but I think she feels like she pays attention and does a good job and doesn't get paid or recognized with the Queen of Pentacles here in the reverse. Tell me more. So I do think something is bothering her. I think she's going to try to stick around. I do think she's got issues. I don't think she's entirely happy. She's not. She just feels like she's ignored or overlooked. She may open up and talk to you about this. She has thought about it. She has thought about it for sure. She's so on the fence. I do think she's looking. Okay. I do think she's looking. I don't know if she's going to find something before June. I do think she's looking. But she may open up to you and talk to you about this. I think ultimately she's going to end up sticking it out and staying around. You think she has it made? Oh, wow. I think she's going to stick around, but I think she's real on the fence about it. But that's what I got, Robert. We don't really bother her that much. She probably does have a good job. It may be with that Emperor coming out in the reverse that she feels like she can't go any further. She can't advance. She may feel like I don't have a future to be any further along than what I am. She may. I think she feels like she's gone as far as she can go and she wouldn't be considered for advancement there, possibly. Give me more on this. Give me more on Megan. That's what I feel like. That's what it is. It's money. Queen of Pentacles just flew out. That's what it is. That's what it is. It's about money. It's about money. That's what it is, Robert. Yeah. If she doesn't have those skills, she doesn't have those skills. Right? Yes, you are right. Sometimes people think they can do more than they can do. For her level of skill, I think we pay her well. Yeah. I think Green Eyed Devil is right. I think she may look around for another job and realize, you know what? I actually do have it better than good Lord, Robert. She is making good money for that. Yeah, you're right. If she's got low skills and she's kind of, because a senior accountant's kind of mid-level. She's young and inexperienced. Hell, you're right. She does have it made. But yeah, I mean, there's people in the world, and you know this, there's people in the world that all they're meant to be is, senior accountant, which is kind of mid-level. She's average. Yeah. She's not a leader. So, and that's, not everybody can be. So, I just want to make sure she's not going to leave me in an audit season. I don't think she can, because I think she's going to look around and I think she's going to go, you know what? I've got it better than I realized. Maybe I ought to stick. Yeah. I don't think she's going to be able to find anything before June. No, I don't. I absolutely don't. I absolutely don't, Robert. But yeah, if, it makes me think of Robert, I know you know I've got an accounting background. So does my dad. Well, my dad has passed away, but my dad was, and he didn't work in public accounting. He was in corporate accounting. And, he ran the accounting department at a pretty big company for quite a number of years. And he had a guy that worked basically as a senior accountant who basically just didn't have leadership skills, was not that ambitious, and just kind of mediocre. And he stayed in that position for like 20 something years, and he was not exactly happy, but it's like, what do you do? So yeah. But no, I don't think she'll leave you before June. She won't. But um, that guy that I'm talking about, he would come in right on the dot at 8 o'clock, and at 5:01 he was walking out the door. You know the type, Robert, right? All right. So number 7, the church, the one I pastor, TRC. Okay. What do you see there in regards to growth over the next 1 to 5 years? Tell me about TRC over the next 1 to 5 years. Tell me about TRC over the next 1 to 5 years. Tell me about TRC over the next 1 to 5 years. I see that with the 9 of Swords that just came out in the reverse. I think things may turn around with the 9 of Swords in reverse. Tell me more about TRC. Tell me more about TRC. Tell me more about TRC. 1 to 5. 1 to 5 years. Tell me more about TRC. 1 to 5 years. Here's what's crazy. Okay, this is nuts. I literally get a turnaround. 6 of Pentacles in the reverse, Ace of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. So it's kind of like I see this lull with the 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. And even the 9 of Swords in reverse would speak to that, like light at the end of the tunnel, things getting better, things taking a turn. That would be the 9 of Swords in reverse. And so it's kind of like there's this lull with the 6 of Pentacles in the reverse where it feels like there's things are not growing fast enough. And then there's like this new chapter with the Ace of Pentacles and then the 5 of Pentacles in reverse where there's a recovery. Tell me more. I've got, there's, what gets announced or publicized about that church or you in a positive way that brings positive to that? There's something here. There's something here where this church gets some publicity and good publicity. Okay. I don't know what this is, but there's something that puts this church in the limelight in a good way, and it brings about this new chapter. And there's this recovery. That's what I think is in the future for TRC. I'm not sure what this is. I mean, maybe there's a news story. Hell, I don't know. There's something here that gets publicized or you get put out there, but in a good way. That's what I got. What is this? What is this? What is this? We're not growing. And I see that. I mean, I think you're in that place, but I think it's going to change. Is there something about a singles ministry or ministry for people who are newly single, divorcees, or singles? I don't know. Adult singles. I'm getting adult singles. With the Nine of Pentacles. I'm getting adult singles. And it could be people, I don't know if there's like you've heard of the divorce ministries, right? We don't currently have one currently. That it could be that you've heard of like divorce care, and I don't even know if that's still a thing, but stuff like that. I feel like there is a specific thing with adult singles. That's going to be a game changer. Because a lot of people are adult singles, right? It's a growing demographic, adult singles, right? But I have that. There are people that are going through it and they're single, and yeah, I mean, even the Nine of Cups would be about singles. I kind of think maybe there's something in that direction that your church is going to end up going in, and that's going to be an area of growth. Yeah, I believe that. I believe that we're at an all-time high with adult singles. So that's what I get. Oh, let's take a look at GMZ. Let's take a look. What's the future for Robert at GMZ? Yeah, something like that, or game night, something like that. But also feeding the soul as well. Tell me about GMZ and Robert. Would he ever pastor there? Tell me about Robert at GMC. Tell me about Robert and the future at GMZ. This is crazy, Robert. The short answer is yes. The short answer is yes. Here's what's crazy. Robert, I feel like this. Somebody in that church has trashed your name. The truth is going to come out. And I do feel like you are going to get that position. But I don't know who it is. Maybe it's a board member that's trashed your name. They've thrown some shade toward you. I feel like that is going to be overcome. The truth is going to come out. And I see you leveling up and I see you getting that position. Literally, the outcome, Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. That's a level up card all day long. So I absolutely feel like that's what's up here. Does this make any sense to you that you've got a hater there that's going to be exposed? You're going to have to let me know if that makes sense to you. Really? Okay, so that makes sense to you. It does a little bit, yeah. So, yeah. See, I think for the most part, you're liked there. You can see a silent hater. Yeah. I think yeah. I do. I absolutely do. I do feel like that is something that's going to open up for you. I feel like that is something. One thing I'm getting for you, Robert, is, and you know this as a church leader, as a person, and you've grown up in, the ministry. So you know how important it is to surround yourself in church leadership with people who are solid. So I did get that as well. KTT. Let's see. Let's see about KTT. 9 months, the next 9 months, KTT at movement. The next 9 months at movement for KTT. The next 9 months at movement for KTT. The next 9 months for KTT at movement. Is she considered a bitch? A bitch? KTT. She may get the chopped with the Queen of Swords coming out in the reverse. She may. Let's see. Sometimes that can be the KTT at movement next 9 months. She's gone. She's gone. 9 of Wands reverse, Star in the reverse, Hierophant in the reverse. She's gone. That's why that Queen of Swords came in. Yeah, Knight of Wands in reverse. That is not, that's true. You think they're getting ready to dismiss her. They have to be starting. Yeah, you're right. I think the reason that Queen of Swords in reverse came is I think she's going to get the chop. And the cards here clarify it. I don't know what it is with the Hierophant in the reverse. They may feel like she's not a strong enough leader. Yeah, they're definitely watching her. They're already thinking about who's going to replace her. But they're watching her and they're already thinking about who can replace her. They're already looking at that. I think that's the holdup, quite honestly. I feel like that's the holdup. As soon as they figure out who's going to replace her, that's when they'll do it. They need someone better. Yeah, that's what I got. Yeah. Isn't that crazy? That's what I got. That's what the issue is they're trying to figure out who's stepping up. Let's see. Let's see. The bean counter firm. How do things look for Robert to own a CPA firm between now and retirement? How do things look for Robert to own a CPA firm? How do things look for Robert to own a CPA firm? King of Cups in reverse, Five of Pentacles in the reverse, Four of Cups. Robert, I'm not sure. I I don't think so, but what I don't think so, but here's what's crazy. Robert, the outcome on this thing, I'm getting a no on that that's going to be like a missed opportunity. But what I get is the Ace of Pentacles. There's some reason, there's something that's better. There's something that's better with the Ace of Pentacles here. And you know, when I was shuffling, Robert, I heard him tell me, "Are you sure you want that? Are you sure you want that? Are you sure you want to do all that again?" With regard to owning a CPA firm, there's something better with the Ace of Pentacles. There's something new that's better. That's less work. That's less taxing. Taxing and less stressful. That's going to give you more freedom. That's what I got. That's what I got. Yeah, it may be passive income. She may be right. We like passive income. We'll take passive income. We'll hit that Schedule E, Robert. We'll hit that Schedule E with the passive income all day, every day. I know, Robert, right? All right, so I see 11 and 12. We're going to look at that, but that's what I see on the CPA firm. I'm going to tell you the truth, and maybe, Robert, maybe it's me. I don't want to influence your readings, but I swear to God, I started thinking about CPA firm work and I started getting a headache. I was like, oh God. I just think about millions and millions of tax returns. I'm so, like, are you sure you want that? I get it though. There is a lot of prestige, and I mean, I get that. I do, and that's your field. I mean, you know. All right. 11. I'm currently holding 2 investments. Okay. We're going to first look at SCLIP. SCLIP. It is a lot of work. And I mean, compliance too. My gosh. You know this. I'm not telling you anything you don't know. All right. Tell me about SCLIP. Tell me about SCLIP, this investment. Tell me about SCLIP. What did you do, Robert? Thank you. I'll find out. I'll find out. Hang on. Tell me about SCLIP. Tell me about the investment for SCLIP. How does that look? How does that look? Tell me about SCLIP. This is crazy. Why am I picking up toxicity with regard to an investment? Here's what I feel like is going to happen with that. I think right now that venture, SCLIP, is undergoing some major issues. I feel like, are they going to, I don't know if you're holding shares in a company, but like I'm getting that they fire like like somebody's got to go. Okay, somebody affiliated with that SCLIP, and there's going to be a change, and they're going to rally. That's what, because I literally, okay, so I pulled the chariot card first, and I heard rally, and I'm like, why? And then here's what I got: the Queen of Swords in reverse, the Devil in the upright, the 7 of Cups, which that's looking at other options. That's cutting somebody out that's toxic, parting ways with somebody with the 2 of Cups here in the reverse, then the Page of Swords, and then the 6 of Wands, which is success. So I feel like this if it's a company or a situation or venture or whatever, there's something here that needs to change, that needs to be cut out. I don't know who it is that's affiliated with this. Is this making any sense to you, Robert? And this is going to, after that, after those decisions are made, it's going to rally. And it's literally, so I get, and the journey of the chariot, it's not an easy journey, okay? There's like a lot of potholes and flat tires along the way, but this is a warrior and a winner right here and a decorated war hero. So whatever this is, I think this little SCLIP is going to undergo a lot of turmoil, but I think it's going to rally. I don't know if this makes sense to you, Robert, but that's what I feel. It was not an easy journey. So this makes sense to you about that one. That would make sense to you. All right, let's see. We're going to now look at VWLIP, and then we'll pull for what the better is. Yeah, I like the rally thing. I like the rally thing. All right, tell me about tell me about VWLIP. Tell me about that investment. VWLIP. 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 What's that? VWLIP. Tell me about VWLIP. Good Lord. Tell me about VWLIP. Tell me about VWLIP. Mm-mm. No. No, 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 no on VWLIP. Here's what I get, Robert. There's things that are being hidden. There's secrets. Um, and the Hermit card is here and the moon. So there's somebody here that there's something secretive. They're keeping secrets. Six of Pentacles in the reverse. And the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Could this company be insolvent? The other thing, my jumpers were the Two of Swords in reverse and the Ace of Pentacles. And what I heard was there's something else that's better. There's another. So I'm almost getting with that one. The capital that you got tied up in that might be better suited to go in another direction. There's another opportunity out there that would be new that is better. That's going to open up if it hasn't already. But I feel like this company, if I think they're struggling, if it's a company, I feel like there's loss associated with this thing, and I feel like there's something shady or untruthful in the whole thing being misrepresented to you. That's what I got. I just don't see that really looking that good. Um, anything else about this? Ten of Wands. They're hoping for a breakthrough, whoever this is, but this is going to fall apart. The Tower. They are hoping for a breakthrough, but I see this falling apart. Wow. All right, so tell me about the better. What did we see on that Ace of Pentacles? What is that? How will Robert know? Tell me about the better. Tell me about the better. Robert, have you got the Midas touch? That flew out. The Sun card, the happiest card in the deck, abundance. I don't know, but it's gonna make you happy. Tell me more. Tell me more. Tell me more. Tell me more. I think this is whatever this is going to bring you a lot more money, but you're also going to be a lot happier um doing this. I get you having more leisure time with whatever this is. So it's definitely better money. Queen of Pentacles. But the Queen of Wands, it's something that's passionate. You're more passionate about. Why is that? It's something you're more passionate about. Um, this may involve travel, or you may move or relocate. Um, I, Robert, I feel like you're going to travel. I feel like this has to do with travel. I keep getting that. I keep looking at the sun card, and I've got some other travel cards. I was looking at that sun card, and I keep getting travel and leisure time, fun times, vacay. Um, literally. I mean, I'm like, is he going to live on the beach? I mean, what the crazy? Um, King of Pentacles, Seven of Cups. It's going to open up a lot of opportunities. I think this is going to give you a lot more freedom. I keep getting this energy of freedom. And owning a CPA firm, and I know, right? Um, it can be very cumbersome. This is going to renew your this is going to revive you. This is going to revive you. Yeah, it is. It's definitely going to revive you. What's crazy is I think this is whatever this is, Robert, is outside of your norm. This is going to be something totally different. It's outside of your norm. But I feel like, look, there's that Ace of Pentacles again. I feel like this involves vacation, leisure, travel, somewhere on a beach kind of stuff. That is just what I'm feeling. That's just what I'm feeling. But it's also profitable. It's also profitable with the Ten of Pentacles here, which the sign would speak to abundance. And that was the card that just flew out. Robert, I think you've got the Midas touch. I think you do. I think you're one of those people, man. I think you're one of those people. I would have to say, the readings that I've done for you, Robert, I swear, it's like you got the freaking it's like you've got this sixth sense of business sense. It's like it just feels like that. I hope that helps you. You'll have to let me know. And I hope that helped you. Let's see, maybe real estate destination. Maybe. Maybe. I love that. But let me know if that gave you a little bit of insight. Oh, really? That's so cool, Green Eyed Devil. That is so cool. Maybe I should do that. I do feel like you're going to move somewhere, Robert. I think you're going to move. I think you're going to relocate. That's exciting. So I hope that helps. Let me know if that helped you, though. I didn't realize. I thought I had marked my stuff. You know what, Green Eye Devil? I did the same thing again. I didn't update my quantities fully, and another order just came through, which is fine. Dolores, if you're here, I'll do your reading for you. I'll definitely do your reading. Oh, okay. Well, let's see. Hang on a second. Something is wonky. Hang on a minute. Pulling the plug on those CPAs, right? Okay, let's see. So, Ola, did you? I don't have a Cash App from you. But this is what's crazy. My Cash App is not updating. Let me try this. Let me do this. Let me close the app. And let me do this again. Because I got a notification. Hold on. What the heck? Oh, so Ola, did you send your Dolores? Okay. Um, something is wonky. Well, I got your order, Dolores. So I'm gonna do that for you real quick. But hang on just a second. But Robert, let me know if that helped you. Yeah, I got you, Dolores. It's fine. All right, so let's see what you, Dolores. Let's look at your question real quick. Hold on one second. Dolores is a Gemini. We love each other. We're on a break. It hasn't been working out. How will my ex and I work out? Let's see what we can find out. Let's see what we can find out for you, Dolores. All right, here we go. Tell me about the future between Dolores and her ex. Dolores, the Gemini, and her ex. Tell me about the future between Dolores, the Gemini, and her ex. Tell me about the future between Dolores, the Gemini, and the ex. Hold on one second. Oh, I see what's going on. Robert, you zailed me. That's fine. I just didn't know. I was like, what the heck? Okay. All right, here we go. Tell me about Dolores, the Gemini, and her ex. Give me the future energies between these two. Give me the future energies between these two. Give me the future energies, please, between Dolores, the Gemini, and her ex. Hi, Steph. 8 of Wands in the reverse, Knight of Cups in the reverse, Four of Swords. I don't see you guys working out. I think there's a major issue here with somebody not wanting to take responsibility for their actions. I don't know if it's on your side or their side or both. Dolores with the Knight of Cups here in the reverse. But it feels like there's a major communication issue between you two with the 8 of Wands here in the reverse. Let me see. Five of Wands, conflict, drama. Yeah, somebody's just not wanting to do the work. Somebody is not wanting to take responsibility. And I think that's the problem. I think that's the problem. Um, I get lost on this thing. I don't think you've heard the last of your ex. I think your ex is going to reach out to you, but ultimately I feel like you guys are going to call it quits. All right? That's what I get. That's what I get. I think somebody here is very defensive and does not want to own their bullshit. That's what I'm picking up, quite honestly, Dolores. Is it the ex or Dolores? If it's Dolores upright, if it's the ex reverse, it's the ex. Your ex does not want to take responsibility for stuff. And that's the problem. Defensive, doesn't want to, just very, and that's hard to work with. That's hard to work with. Right. So that's what I got, love bug. That's what I got. So you might be better off, Dolores, to do some shadow work and do some healing from that thing. And I think you'll find yourself better off. You're welcome. You're welcome. So, but anyway, well, fair. Um, I hope that helped everybody. I think we're going to call it a night. I am hungry. I'm going to go get me something to eat. Not leave my house. I mean, when I say go get me something to eat, I mean I'm going to the kitchen to get me something to eat. I'm not leaving my house. Although I could. I don't know. Anyway, but I appreciate everybody that booked. Robert, as always, I don't know if you're still here, but thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm tired. We're going to call it a night. I love you guys to the moon and back. Oh, look at Baxter. He's all excited. Look, he knows. Look, he knows whenever I'm starting to. Look, he knows. Look, green eyed devil, look at him. He freaking knows. He freaking knows. You're a goober. You're a goober. I don't know. Look at him. Oh, could you please? That's my head you're poking on. That's my head you're poking on, you goober. You're a goober. He's a goober, Mr. Baxter. He's a goober, Mr. Baxter. Christy, I love your face. Yep, that's the Gemini kicking in. Look, oh, I will look. Where's the Leo placement in all of this? I want some attention. I want some attention. Excuse me, those are my boobs, and that hurts. Personal space. It's a thing. Yeah, definitely Gemini. Look at him. What are you doing licking my arm? Stop. Oh, disappointment that things didn't pan out. Oh, that's fair. Yeah. You're a goober. You're a goober. You're a goober. All right, get in. Get in. I love you. Thank you, Christy. I'm so glad to see you. I know, you're in and out or whatever, and I get it, but I appreciate you. You've been following me for a long time, Christy, and I appreciate that. I just don't tell you that enough. So thank you. You're always so sweet. So I appreciate that. Anyway. All right. Well, I'm going to call it a night. I'm going to finish up. I love y'all. Peace.